What's up, guys? Alright, cool. Looks like we're rolling. Alright, what's up, dudes? So I'm just kind of getting on for a little bit, just check out the news, kind of talk to you guys, give you a little bit of commentary about what I think about all this, our fucking world that's falling apart. If any of you don't know, I was a COVID ICU nurse for 3 years and then worked 7 years before that in ER and trauma ICU. So, with that being said, I have like a lot of experience, kind of dealing with the pandemic, kind of looking at the headlines and seeing how like false they are compared to what I was seeing on the ground. So that kind of radicalized me a bit and kind of made me want to like actually talk about the news, just so people don't get all like propagandized. But anyway, all right. So I started out on AP News just because I trust them. They're very objective. I recommend you get your news from there. But anyway, let's see what the biggest headlines are today. All right. So Supreme Court seems skeptical about state bans on conversion therapy. What? Yeah. Okay. I mean, they should ban that. Conversion therapy has been shown to be very damaging to the mental health of LGBTQ kids because you cannot pray the gay away, unfortunately. That's not how that works. Alright, so let's see. A majority of Supreme Court justices on Tuesday seemed likely to side with a Christian counselor challenging bans on LGBTQ conversion therapy for kids as a violation of her First Amendment rights. Alright, so Kaylee Childs, with support from President Trump, argues that the law passed about half the United States wrongly bar her from offering voluntary faith-based therapy for kids. Alright, so she's challenging it in Colorado. The state says its measure simply regulates licensed therapists from barring practice that's been scientifically discredited and linked to serious harm. I actually learned about this. Like, I learned about this in nursing school. Like, this whole thing, conversion therapy and stuff, because you have to know a lot of mental health. You have to know mental health just like physical health when you're a nurse. Just because someone has a physical issue doesn't mean that they don't have a mental issue, or vice versa. Alright, so Justice Alito said the law looks like blatant viewpoint discrimination. Okay, the case blends two trends in the recent decisions of a court that's packed several claims of religious discrimination. Man, it's really annoying because it's like, I guess you could say it's religious discrimination, but my personal take is I feel like once you start harming children mentally, like emotionally, mentally, or physically, using like your faith or whatever, it should not be allowed. Because a kid can't choose in that situation. They're just being like traumatized or, like confusing them even more about their sexuality. Alright, Christian therapist says the law silences her. Alright, her attorneys argue the bans make it difficult for parents to find a therapist willing to work on gender identity issues. Okay. She's being silenced. God, there's such fucking victims, dude. Always. We can't get everything we want. I'm crying. It's like, I don't know, like it reminds me of the like Synanon and those like groups where they basically just abuse the shit out of kids and call it therapy. Like, I have nothing against Christianity. Like, I grew up Catholic and my mom's very religious, but not in the like Christian nationalist, like evangelical way. More moderate Protestant takes for my mom. Catholic for me, but I don't practice anymore. Alright, let's see. Is there anything interesting in here? The state says therapy is healthcare. Yes, it is. Yeah. Says, what happened in conversion therapy, it devastated Ryan's bond with me and my husband. She said it absolutely destroyed his confidence he could ever be loved or accepted by God. Yeah, exactly. Because the whole time you're told that, like, you know, you have something evil in you that you need to get rid of. Like, what the fuck? You're a kid. How confusing is that? All right, providers have a duty to act in their patient's best interest and according to the professional standards. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like, you can't, like do no harm. You can't, like, harm them with conversion therapy to be like, yep, we fixed them. Like, it does more harm than good, clearly. I don't even think it does any good. All right, so anyway, the First Amendment affords no exception. So basically, yeah, just Solicitor General. So they're just saying, like, yeah, you need to follow the regulations. Like, if it's not actually considered, like, valid. I'm trying to think how to word it. Like, just because you're like, oh, the First Amendment, like, you know, I can't do conversion therapy, doesn't mean that, like, medical professionals will throw away their ethics. I know I'm basically just, like, repeating what they're saying, but it's true. Like, I wouldn't change how I care for my patients because, like, a family member feels a certain way. You know, it's about the patient themselves. It's about the family if the patient can't, like, talk or respond, or if they're, like, a minor. So I guess it would be with the parents, but that doesn't change how you do healthcare. Anyway, so what is the state back then? Might have passed law for talk therapy. Okay. So she just said that scrutiny might apply, but malpractice suits could address the claims. Yeah, I mean, that would make sense. Like, I mean, I doubt they'd win a lot, but, you know, they could try. You know, at least it gives them, like, I guess, like a release valve, like something to do to make them feel like they're fucking getting somewhere. But anyway, it allows challenge elsewhere. It's just all kinds of different states. I don't really want to get into this. Yeah. But anyway, alright. So there's a fight going on in the Supreme Court about conversion therapy. My take on it is extremely harmful and not helpful to children, especially LGBTQ kids. I've seen there's a lot of studies that show that, like, kids that are exposed to that have, like, higher rates of suicide than if they didn't, or, you know, just mental health. It makes mental health issues worse. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, this really sucks. So they're basically fighting back and forth over the Affordable Care Act, which is Obamacare. As much as people try to say, like, they're like, man, I hate Obamacare. Obamacare is literally the Affordable Care Act. That's just what right-wing pundits and stuff called it, so that their voters wouldn't realize that they're getting fucked. They're like, you don't want Obamacare, you don't want affordable health care. What? No, you don't want that. And then, you know, now the Republicans own all three branches of government, and they're just, like, jacking this shit up. They're saying, basically, like, I don't know all the stipulations, like, who it is going to affect exactly, but, like, essentially, if you're on Medicaid or Medicare, it's going to, your premiums are going to explode. They're going to go up, like, 3%. 3%, I wish. Go up 3 times. Like, I saw people that they had, like, a premium of, like, $300, and now it's $9, which is fucking crazy. Alright. Yeah. But anyway. Alright. I want to make sure that this looks okay. Yeah, okay. I got the chat over here under my thing. My picture, my video, whatever you want to call it. Alright. A lot of it's this, like, fight on healthcare, but it's also but yeah, so there's, like, these subsidies, so I'm guessing it's just, like, money from the government that helps pay for some of the costs of Medicare and Medicaid, and I believe that what this is about is, like, if those go away, if they don't, like, replenish them or whatever, like renew them, I guess. It seems like that cost, like what the government would have paid, is then pushed onto the person who's paying. I don't know if that's 100% right. I'm not like social know everything about social security law and all that. That is not the area I worked in healthcare. But see, they're doing it. They're fucking doing it. I just said that. Look, some GOP senators argue that the only path forward is to overhaul the law. The whole problem with all of this is Obamacare. Fucking Rick Scott, dude. Fuck that guy. Rick Scott is a piece of shit. He committed the biggest Medicare fraud, like scam, like billions of dollars, I think, and nothing happened to him. It's fucking insane. That guy is a fucking thief of the biggest magnitude. He literally stole money from sick people. Like, I have opinions I can't share about that. But anyway, yeah, but that's what I was saying. See, they're like, oh, the problem's Obamacare. It's like, no, it's not. It's the Affordable Care Act, which is not the problem. That's what all these people are on that have Medicare, Medicaid. That's what the Affordable Care Act helps with, is reasonable health insurance. So they're trying to use, like, I don't even know if you call it a dog whistle or, like, a talking point, because this is what they use, like I said, like, so much during Obama's term, so that they could, like, get their base to not support ACA passing, which helps them because they're on Medicaid and Medicare, but like people don't understand. Let's see. All I can tell you is the American people feel very deeply about solving this healthcare crisis. Schumer. I mean, I can't stand Republicans, but I do not like Democrats either. They're just as bad in their own way. Maybe not quite as bad in my mind, but very, very close. Like there's some Democrats that I'm like, all right, you're all right. You're more of like I'm more like progressive, but I have like right wing ideals. I mean, I believe in the Second Amendment and all that. Not sure about assault rifles. Like I own one, but that doesn't mean I'm like everybody should have one. But I'd be willing to give that up if, it meant helping prevent shootings and stuff. Because if you need, like, 30 bullets to be able to hit someone or your target, like, you just shouldn't have a gun, like, in the first place. I feel like you should be able to qualify, like, be able to prove that you can hit your target and not, like, shoot all over the place before you fucking start carrying it around in the wild. But that's just me. And that's coming from someone that thinks guns are at least necessary in our country now, like for home defense. I don't like, I carry sometimes, but it's usually just like my car. Like I'm not like going out and about, looking for trouble like a lot of people do. Yeah, she's not a fan of Obamacare. Yeah. I mean, dude, it sucks. I do not like Marjorie Taylor Greene, but she's actually making sense. I don't know if she's just kind of like switching because she can see that the tides are shifting against the Republicans and MAGA because they took their mask off completely, which we all knew was going to happen. Like once they got in, they're like, yeah, we won. We're like in control of everything, which they're not. I mean, they are like in charge of like all the branches of government, but like 2/3 of the, like, so many people are against this now. Even a ton of people have left MAGA, and just people that don't normally vote are like, what in the fuck is going on? Especially with like ICE and all that Klan shit that they're doing. Anyway, sorry, I just talked a lot that whole time, but it's kind of a boring article. Alright, so they push back on the White House rationing federal workers. Yeah, so that's what sucks is like, so federal workers aren't getting paid during this. I know they fired a shit ton recently. They've just constantly been firing federal workers. But also, I saw that they're trying to, like, not pay them back pay. So I'm like, okay. I wonder how those ICE agents are feeling about it. I'm not sure if that affects the National Guard. I'm assuming if it does, then I'm sorry. National Guard I have no problem with. They're just like us. They're just like everyday people that just, they do the weekend warrior thing. Which, that's cool, man. I mean, I knew plenty of people growing up, and just as an adult, like, even just working in healthcare, people that did, like, National Guard and or nurse as well, or like healthcare worker as well. But I also worked with a lot of I've worked with a lot of National Guard. Like during hurricanes, I was in the middle of two hurricanes in Georgia, and COVID. Like they helped like deal with the bodies, which is really depressing. But I can go into that story at some point if people are interested, as long as it doesn't throw me in the flashbacks. Alright, so that's kind of boring, but yeah, they're still shut down. Also, the other thing about the shutdown is that they have the last vote for the Epstein release, and it's a representative, I believe in Arizona. They had like a special election, and she won. So she should be in office, but they like shut it down, and this douchebag keeps like not forgetting, he keeps refusing to swear her in, and it's fucking ridiculous. They know why. I mean, like, most of their fucking party is on that list, and Democrats too. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, Bill Clinton's on the list. Like, what about that, huh?" I'm like, I don't care. Most people don't really give a shit about Bill Clinton. Like, we don't worship our politicians like the other side does. You know, we're just kind of like, he's a politician. I mean, I like some things he likes, but he's still an asshole or whatever. All right, so National Guard members from Texas are in Illinois in Trump's latest move to send troops. I thought they were blocked, but that probably doesn't even fucking matter because they're just not following the law anyway. It's also the fucking 2-year anniversary of October 7th, so they've been fucking committing genocide against the Palestinians for 2 years now. But wonderful. Hopefully that ends. I don't know. Fucking government is like beholden to another government, which is called treason, but you know, whatever. Let's see. Alright, so they saw military in Texas National Guard uniforms in Elwood, southwest of Chicago. Governor Abbott posted a picture on social media showing that, you know, whatever, they're boarding a plane and going up there. There's no immediate comment. Of course, they probably didn't tell him. Okay, so he predicted that the Illinois National Guard and Texas would be deployed. He's using troops as political pawns, says Pritzker, which is very true. I mean, look at them. They're just like fucking sitting around on their phones picking up trash. Because there's nothing for him to do. The only ones that are taking all this seriously are fucking ICE, but that's because they're all fucking brainwashed goons for this guy. Fucking brown shirts over here. Alright, that is what is just so difficult about the moment. You have an administration that's refusing to cooperate with local authority. Yep. Yeah, that's his game plan. He's trying to invoke Trump and friends are trying to invoke the Insurrection Act, which happens if like there's an insurrection, right? But there is none. They just keep doing this like, oh, it's a war zone, it's a war zone, it's a fucking war zone, and they just like send ICE there to agitate, and they like shoot off all their tear gas and their rubber bullets, and make it look like it's this big fucking like battle. And then if you're actually there, you're like zoomed out a little bit, you realize it's literally just in front of the fucking ICE detention facility. Like, it's nowhere else in the city. So it's just all photo ops and shit that make them appear strong. I mean, you don't do this when you're fucking a strong person, so to speak. Hold on, let me get out of this. Let me log out here. My personal one. Alright. Yeah, see, they're doing that where they're making arrests near famous landmarks, so it seems like they took over the whole city. It makes Chicagoans already uneasy after the immigration crackdown. Agents have targeted immigrant-heavy and largely Latino areas. Yep. Chicago mayor signed an executive order Monday barring federal immigration agents and others from using city-owned property, such as parking lots, garages, and vacant lots, as staging areas for enforcement operations. Separately, the American Civil Liberties Union of Illinois is also suing the federal government, accusing it of unleashing a campaign of violence against peaceful protesters. Yeah, they're doing that out in Broadview, which is like, it's like a suburb that's a little bit west of Chicago proper. Let's see, they're doing the same in Oregon, in Portland. I mean, Portland, they've been they're always protesting, man. That's like protest central. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's like violent crime has gone down so much. I mean, like, a lot of people make money off of like the internet and stuff now and doing illegal shit that way. So it seems like there's less like physical crime needed. Like, yeah, like assaults and robbery and shit, like armed robbery. All right, so yeah, I know he wants to send all these troops everywhere. It's kind of funny because I live in Philadelphia. Like, a lot of Philadelphians are like, "What the fuck? Why won't you send us?" They want to fight, which I don't want them here. I don't want the National Guard to have to deploy in fucking Philly and be bored. Some of them are probably my fucking neighbors. It was like, this sucks. I don't want to fucking be here. Anyway, yeah, so they're just having like legal battles trying to send these troops in, but it's all for show. I mean, the troops, I know they're like, oh my god, they're gonna shoot us. I mean, that can happen. I wouldn't be surprised if that was to happen. It would happen from the Texas National Guard. Just because, I mean, I don't know. I've never served in the military, but speaking to National Guard members, people that I've worked with, like I said, or friends, or what have you, or even like in, they talked about it even in Generation Kill, if you ever read that book or seen that show, but it's just kind of like, you know, everyone's like chest thumpy, ooh, rah, ooh, yeah, and it's just like, calm down, you're National Guard. Like, National Guard are important, but like, they act like they're like special forces or something. Okay, let's see. Threatens no back pay. Why is he doing that? Like, what is the leverage here? So no guaranteed back pay, reversing what has been a long-standing policy for the furloughed employees. So he's saying Congress has to pass. Dude, this is ridiculous. Dude, they're just like doing everything they can to piss people off. Like, I think they really just want us to like fucking go crazy, but I don't think they understand the forces. They're very, very disconnected from the populace. It's very obvious. So kind of got some French Revolution vibes going on right now. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully not. I mean, hopefully things change, but not violently, because, I mean, violence is never good. Alright. I mean, sometimes it's required to stop other violence if, like, you're witnessing someone doing that or someone attacks you or whatever, but, like, not, like, proactive violence. It's fucking stupid. Alright. There are some people that don't deserve to be taken care of, and we'll take care of them in a different way. Wonder what that means. He said back pay depends on who we're talking about. I'm guessing he's going to be like, were you a Democrat? Well, no back pay for you. I follow the law, and what the law says is correct. Follow the law, says the adjudicated rapist and 34-time felon. Yep. Refusing retroactive pay to the workers, some of whom must remain on the job as essential employees, would be a stark departure from norms and almost certainly would be met with legal action. Yup. Yeah, so, yeah, dude, the service, the fucking military. So National Guard's getting deployed, and they're just, like, not having... I wonder if that's why they're doing this. They're, like, shutting it down and deploying them, and then being, like... Be like, ha, we did it for free because there was a shutdown, and we're refusing back pay. Like, that would be... Not to say it's crazy. I mean, they try to save money any way they can, regardless of who it fucks over. But anyway, someone said that should turn up the urgency and the necessity of Democrats doing the right thing here. Yeah, so they're putting it on the Democrats. They're basically being like, "Oh, the Democrats are holding it up, and they're the ones that don't want you to get back pay, or we're not doing the back pay until they do X, Y, Z. So it's their fault." It's just ridiculous. Johnson, a lawyer, says he hasn't fully read the memo. Well, you shouldn't talk on it. But there are some legal analysts who are saying that it may not be necessary or appropriate to repay the federal workers. Oh my god. It wouldn't be appropriate? Like, okay. Nice. Yup. Define the law. Another baseless attempt to try and scare and intimidate workers by an administration run by crooks and cowards. The letter of the law is as plain as can be. Federal workers, including furloughed workers, are entitled to their back pay following a shutdown. Senate Majority Leader John Thune, I think it's how you say it. So my assumption is that the furloughed workers will get paid. I don't know. It depends how in lockstep he is with MAGA and all that. If he's like one of the Republicans that's kind of like, leaning away from that, I could see them doing this messaging, but fucking A, dude. Our government hates us. Our government never really liked poor people, like, ever. I don't think any governments do, because they're run by the rich and they, for the most part, I guess. I don't know the politics of a ton of other countries. God damn, dude, they fucking are like, we hate you. You want healthcare? Fuck you. You want a job? Fuck you more. You want due process, and you want the Posse Comitatus Act to be upheld, which means no deploying, like, active military. Not National Guard, but, like, the Marines, which they did, which is illegal as fuck. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, they're too incompetent that I know that their shit is gonna collapse. They all have so much dirt on them too that, like, they can be, like, directed, like, blackmailed, basically. Like, they're compromised. Like, they will follow the will of the blackmailer over the American people. So he's gay too, by the way. I mean, you can't say for sure, I guess, like, gay, but there's like some dude that's releasing, like, Grindr text chats and stuff with him. So it makes sense. I mean, every time the GOP has a big event, like the Charlie Kirk Memorial, they crash Grindr. I remember they do that at CPAC too, so kind of tells you a little bit of what you're dealing with, like closeted gay men who are very anti-gay to kind of, like, deflect and distract, and very hateful against women. I don't know. I think it's because they're scared of women. Anyway, alright. No back pay, Supreme Court. We already talked about that. Whatever. A Ghislaine part. Dude, that's going to piss off a lot of people on the right if he does that. They're already losing faith, so it's good. As much as, like, they piss me off, and it's irritating that we're in this situation right now, and them voting for this asshat probably helped. I mean, definitely helped get him in the office, so I hate that, but at the same time, it's like, you can use all the people you can get to fight your government. Like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Alright, immigration. This is all ICE bullshit. A judge halted a Florida immigration law. Alright. ACLU says ICE is punishing immigrants at a detention center or concentration camp. It's called a detention center instead. DOJ contradicts DeSantis. Some detainees of Alligator Alcatraz likely never in removal proceedings. Okay. Chicago and Illinois. Sue to stop. Yep. Of course they did. Wow. They issued an arrest warrant for mailing abortion pills. Yeah, mifepristone. Which is just like the day, I think it's just morning after, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure it's just like the morning after pill. I'm not great when it comes to OB. That wasn't my specialty. Especially critical care, ER. Okay, well, it's not really much going on in the U.S. It's just this shutdown. It's really annoying. Trying to buy time, and they're also doing this, like, fucking stupid reality show of all the fucking cities being on fire. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at this because, you know, the two. Man, this is so fucking sad. Because, well, anyway, we're checking it out because it's been 2 years. Yeah, so they're doing peace talks right now. So we'll see how those turn out. God, Trump is such a catty bitch. Calls Canadian PM Carney a world-class leader, but also very nasty. So nasty, so dirty, nasty. God, it sucks. He's funny sometimes, like just as a character, but he's such a piece of shit monster. Oh man. Green. Okay, more tax. Lovely. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to go on with this because it seems like the Russian economy is doing real bad. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Because part of me wonders if their economy is going to collapse and then they have to, like, bail. Which, that would be the best. That would be the best option. Less violence. But knowing Putin, that's not... I don't know. He's going to do everything he can to just keep fighting. What are these? This is random, I know. But I've seen these in the stores. I've seen these, like, out and about when I'm shopping, and I'm like, what the fuck are they? I'm guessing this is pistachio or something? Alright. Sweet flavors and the thick texture have made them a hit. Alright. Yep. Rich and indulgent. Features a thick milk chocolate shell with encasing a creamy pistachio and often tahini filling mixed with crispy, shredded, filo-like pastry called kadaif. There's like a pastry in there? I guess it's like part of this. I don't know. I remember I saw it when I was at the beach, or the shore, Jersey Shore. No, I was in Maryland. Went down to the beach and checked it out. I usually have been there so many times, Ocean City, Maryland. But anyway, they had this there, and it was like insanely expensive, so I did not get it. It was like $10 a candy bar or something. It was like, I'm good. I'd rather get a meal. Let's see. Whew. Oh no. Mayor-elect in Germany found with serious stab wounds. Interesting. fishermen in Trinidad and Tobago fear for their lives and jobs after U.S. strikes in the Caribbean. Yeah, dude, that's fucking... They're committing war crimes, like, daily. They're just like, it's not funny, but they're just... It's, like, I almost have to laugh at it because it's so goddamn ridiculous. Like, the situations we're seeing right now. It's crazy. But yeah, they're just kind of like extrajudicially like killing people, just blowing up boats, being like, yep, they were narco terrorists, which what the fuck is a narco terrorist? It's like narcos are like businessmen. Their job isn't to terror. Well, I guess it is to terrorize, like, so that people know not to fuck with you, but and narcos, I don't know. They're just like big, scary narco terrorist, pedophile, murderer. Yep. Yeah, there's not really much going on that I'm interested in. Mostly paying attention to like U.S. news right now because I live there, and the main things I'm focusing on, I would say right now, are the genocide in Israel, or the Palestinian genocide, and American politics, just because they're so close to home. I mean, like, I'm nowhere near Israel and Palestine, but my fucking money goes to it, and I hate that. And most Americans hate that at this point. Even people on the right are like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, why are we like, we can't feed our kids, but we can barely feed our kids, but you're sending all our money to fucking people that are committing a genocide, so that's cool. Alright, so this is just kind of random. What I got in here. Is this... Oh, this is a different profile. Oh, okay. Weird. Oh, let's look at ICE. Let's see what they're... Oh, this fucking guy. I saw this already.
What's up? Move up on me again. How you tell? What's up? Move up on me again. Step back. Step back.
Man, you fucking little dick motherfucker.
He's not doing anything. You're saying that.
I feel big and strong. It's funny, they can't even like take people down. It takes them like 2 years.
He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything.
Over there.
I'm gonna stand right here. He's not doing.
Just stand where
I'm
I
gonna
tell you
stand
to
right
stand.
here. I'm gonna
Or else
stand
you're
right here.
next.
I'm gonna stand right here. Stand right there. Don't move, please. He's not doing anything.
Disgusting. Yeah, I wonder why they hide their faces, because they're all fucking pussies, and they know what they're doing is illegal. At least this guy showed his face. I mean, he is a piece of shit, but at least he's not hiding it. These fucking losers. They're like, oh, we're gonna get doxxed, as they like literally dox every single person that they come in contact with. And they're all just January 6ers and fucking shit. Fucking white nationalists. No hiring standards, so they're just like Trump's personal secret police. So that's nice. I'm glad we have that in America right now. I mean, America has a lot of dark history, so I mean, it's bad, but I mean, slavery's not around it right now, so that's cool.
And right now, you can save 50.
What the fuck?
That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Oh shit! She's going crazy.
Got millions of free child place holidays available.
Oh, hell no.
22 holidays.
Dude, what the fuck?
What the fuck is you doing?
God damn. What the fuck is that?
Hey, get the hey, pull the fuck over.
What the fuck? Okay. Oh. Interesting. Alright, let's see. I have to remember not to hit anything that's not safe for work with, like, terms of services, like when it comes to, like, violence or nudity or whatever.
You've called the district...
Oh, this was funny. He, like, fucking went... I don't know what happened. Stephen Miller didn't get his daily dose of baby blood that he drinks to stay. That he drinks to...
You've called the district judge's ruling
like glitches
blocking the
out.
deployment of National Guard in Oregon illegal insurrection. Does the administration still plan to abide by that ruling?
Well, the administration filed an appeal this morning with the Ninth Circuit. I would note the administration won an identical case in the Ninth Circuit just a few months ago with respect to the federalizing of the California National Guard. Under Title 10 of the U.S. Code, the president has plenary authority.
Plenary.
Stephen?
Excuse
Steven?
me. I'm like, as a
Steven,
nurse,
can you hear me?
I'm like, is he just?
It seemed, Stephen, I apologize. It seems like we're having a technical issue. We'll try to fix that and get back to you after a quick break. Stay with Sienna.
That's hilarious because I'm like, Remy. Sorry guys, that's my dog. Hey, get out of here. Go. Let him go bark at whatever. Sorry guys. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was because you would think he would be like, hey, I can't hear you. What's up? You know, but he's just kind of like processing, cannot compute. I don't know what the fuck happened there. It could be drugs. It was like a stroke, but I'm like, damn, dude, he's not that old. He's like a couple of years older than me. I'm 33. And I think he's like 37. He looks like he's fucking like 50 because he's such a hateful bitch. But
You've called the district judge's ruling blocking the deployment of National Guard in Oregon illegal insurrection. Does the administration
plenary-
still plan to abide by that ruling?
so was plenary authority something he shouldn't have said? I thought he like fucked up a word. He was like saying plenty. Well, it looks like a lot of people are looking this up. Okay. Plenary authority is a legal principle giving a governing body full, complete, and unrestricted power over a specific area with limited or no judicial review. The U.S. Supreme Court has used this doctrine, also known as plenary power, to grant nearly absolute authority to the federal government in certain contexts. Yeah, that's what's happening now. Yeah, see, it's always like racist shit. Immigration, so that's like anti-Latino hate. For sure. They're like, oh, they their documentation's not correct. We need to do like this. It's like a civil thing you do in court, but they're like, no, we have to like throw you to the ground and beat you up and fucking like dehumanize you. It's disgusting. But yeah, look here. Near absolute authority to regulate the affairs of Native American tribes, which they should be able to regulate themselves. Yeah, right here, see? This face criticism and potentially allowing discriminatory policies. Yep, as it permits policies that would be unconstitutional in other contexts. And then same here, many tribal leaders and scholars view this doctrine as a tool of oppression that undermines tribal sovereignty and self-governance. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Yeah, so he just said that he has complete and absolute power over what? I did not hear over what.
Well, the administration filed
Direction. The district judge's ruling. You've called the district judge's ruling blocking the deployment of National Guard in Oregon illegal insurrection. Does the administration still plan to abide by that ruling?
Well, the administration filed an appeal this morning with the Ninth Circuit. I would note the administration won an identical case in the Ninth Circuit just a few months ago with respect to the federalizing of the California National Guard. Under Title 10 of the U.S. Code, the president has plenary authority.
Stephen? Stephen?
What the hell?
Hey, Stephen, can you hear me?
Like, I'm still confused as to like why that like. Oh, so I guess that's like, oh, well, I guess if he said plenary authority, that means like he doesn't need to listen to, he doesn't need to listen to the judges. He can do whatever the fuck he wants when it comes to the National Guard. Uh-oh. He had the inside thought sneak out. Alright, let's see. invocation of plenary authority is I mean, this is Reddit, so who knows, but let's see. Plenary authority is an aggressive, sweeping claim meant to assert that courts or states have no power to interfere with the president's decision to deploy troops. It's also a term no one uses casually. They've been believing this and saying this behind closed doors. He outed himself and the entire team that this is their core belief, one that contradicts constitutional interpretation. And the morons voting, these grifting losers in the office, can't interpret the Constitution because they can't read, but they claim to be team fucking Constitution. Yeah, I mean, that's how it's always been. We the people, the Constitution, and it's like, well, they're like, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and then a domestic enemy gets into power, and they're like, tread on me. Oh, tread on me, daddy. Every time, okay, let's see. I have plenary authority to say Stephen Miller looks like foreskin stretched over an incandescent light bulb. Fuck these people. Nice. Good one.
Bro, get off our shoes,
Oh,
bro.
what are you doing?
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
He's not doing
Oh,
nothing.
what's up?
Bro,
Bro, here. Come here.
Are you serious?
Oh, oh, yeah, eat,
Yo, what the fuck?
I'm pressing charges.
eat,
Really?
eat.
I'm pressing charges.
He didn't even touch you.
I'm pressing charges.
He side you.
I'm pressing charges.
He side you. Go like this. Go like this.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I see
crazy.
that. I see that.
It's recorded.
Yeah, he
He
side
grabbed
you.
my
Yeah, bitch ass cop. Plain clothes. He fucking had a vest on, didn't he? Let's put this up.
Bro, get off our shoes,
Oh,
bro.
what are you
What the
doing?
fuck?
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
He's not doing
Oh,
nothing.
what's up?
Bro,
Bro, here. Come here.
Are you serious?
Oh
Oh.
my god.
Oh, yeah, eat, eat,
I'm pressing charges.
eat,
Really?
eat.
I'm pressing charges.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm like, get that bag. Oh, how do I? Does this turn off the sound? Yeah. I want to see if there's more news. Oh, what the fuck? That's crazy, dude. Holy shit! He sold his truck to a dealership. That's wild, dude. I would like be like, what in the hell is going on? If my company's logo was an ISIS truck, that's crazy. Like an ISIS technical. Wow. I feel okay. Well, I don't want to do terms of service. I saw this guy. It was just ICE trying to arrest this dude, and it's kind of a longer video. Yeah, look at them. They don't know what they're doing. They're not real law enforcement. Like, that is not how you take someone down. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm not great at, I mean, I'm not like martial arts trained or anything, but even as a nurse, you know, like how you have to know like how the body moves, so how you can like restrict it if you need to, like with restraints and shit. But Jesus Christ, dude. But yeah, and the good news is that guy got away. They de-arrested him. We are all Charlie Kirk. Nope. That's funny. Fight the scammers. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I think that might be all I have today. There's not really much going on, I don't think. Let's see if anything popped up. Alright, Greg Gutfeld. Fucking loser. Oh, she's in Portland now. Oh Lord. Not Kristen Noem. Fucking Ice Barbie. Yeah, I'm happy that Greta Thunberg or Thunberg or however you say it, she's back. She got tortured by Israel, so that's nice. But they kind of did like the torture so that you do that doesn't have physical signs usually, so it's like shit like not feeding, sleep deprivation, not giving him water, like not like so that they like, you know, are dehydrated and like die from that, but like just enough that they are alive, but enough to make them feel like shit. Dying of dehydration is like one of the worst ways to die. It's like so prolonged, and starving too. They're so prolonged and painful, and it's just terrible shit, man. All right, well, yeah, like I said, I think that's gonna be everything. I'm gonna. What? Oh yeah, that's about that lady got shot. She didn't get killed though. She got shot in the arm and the leg by an ICE agent. ICE terrorist. Someone's calling him ISIS. I like that. Yeah, fucking ISIS. But anyway, all right. I'm going. Love you guys. Anybody that watched, I'd appreciate if people would follow. That'd be cool. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Appreciate it.